Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys, and welcome to another video of the Diamond Trader. My name is Daniel, and today, guys, we're looking at a company called FUBO TV, ticker symbol FUBO, currently on the New York Stock Exchange. This is a stock actually I've wanted for a while. And I thought I'd missed the build on it because prices went up really quite high, and today we're at levels really which are looking really quite good. We've had around about a 67% drop from all highs, so it's a really quite a big drop. The market has been suffering in March, and looks like we could be taking advantage of this company. Now, FUBO TV is an American streaming television service that focuses primarily on channels that distribute live sports, including the NFL, MLB, NBA, NHL, MLS, and international football, or soccer as they say in America, plus news to network television series and movies. So yeah, this is a company that we're going to look at. We're going to look at a little bit about the company, what it's about. We'll look at its numbers and have a look at price action, including price, what the price we can look at for the future. So let's dive right into it. So until date, looking at a glance, the company has 548,000 paid subscribers in 2020. They have 545 million total hours streamed in 2020. 206 monthly hours streamed per user in December 2020 on its own, and $269 million in 2020 revenue. Okay, so it's named to be Forbes' next billion-dollar startup list. That was in 2019. FUBO is the live TV streaming platform with more top Nisland-ranked sports, news, and entertainment channels for cold cutters than any other live platform. So let's go in and have a look at the highlights of 2020 to see what we have. So this is the shareholder letter that was actually issued on March the 2nd, 2021. And it stated, we're excited to share FUBO's unaudited Q4 and full year 2020 financial results and recent business updates with you today. So building on a strong third quarter, FUBO delivered a record fourth quarter exceeding for the first time $100 million in revenue. In addition, the company executed across all key performance indicators, including revenue, average revenue per user, advertising average revenue per user, and contribution margin, and paid to subscribers, exceeding our previously announced guidance. Okay, so the company states its key metrics on a year-over-year basis, given the seasonality of sports content. Unless otherwise stated, 2020 financials represent pro forma FUBO TV plus FaceBank standalone, and year-over-year comparisons refer to 2019 FUBO TV pre-merger. Okay, so let's have a look at the highlights. So 2020, so yeah, revenue good. Revenue is up 83% year on year, and that brought that total to $268 million. Advertising revenue grew 133% year on year to a total of $29 million. Subscription revenue is also increasing, and that also revenue increased to 73% year on year, bringing that to $230.7 million. Adjusted contribution margin was positive, 10.1%, up from a negative of 3.1% in 2019. FUBO reached 547, just under 548,000 subscribers, which is up 73% year on year, so good. Notably, in the second half of 2020, FUBO 2 grew by 26,754 net subscriber additions. Average revenue per user per month increased to 17% year on year to $62. The annual IARPU increased $109 to $754. So the total content hours streamed grew 82% year on year. That's over 545 million hours, and customers streamed about 7.2 hours per day, which is 11.8% year on year. Okay, so good. Some quite nice numbers there, some nice positive highlights. Having said that, we'll see some of the negatives which we'll have a look at. This always looks good in the highlights. The highlights, bear in mind when we're looking at highlights, a lot of positives are brought up. But it doesn't show so much the negatives at a glance. So we need to make sure that we look at the if there's anything that we've missed out on. So on the negative side, the company reported a net loss attributable to common stockholders of 570.5 million in 2020 on as a reported basis. The adjusted EBITDA was a loss of 169 million in 2020 on a pro forma basis, a 5.4 million loss compared to the prior year. That's excluding the first quarter of 2020, which was 35 million adjusted EBITDA loss from a FUBO pre-merger. Adjusted EBITDA was $134.1 million loss. So in 2021, the company plans to accelerate their investment into their team and further build their product development to grow their business and expand into wagering, because that's online betting, in other words. So that's an interesting point. Very, very interesting thing to be looking at for the future. Note that the guidance does not include any projected revenues from online sports wagering. I would imagine the licensing for that one would be quite complicated, but yeah, we'll have a look at that one later on. The conclusion from this is that they're encouraged with their 2020 results, okay, in particular with their fourth quarter results. They believe that their sports-focused differentiated position will allow them to continue to grow their business across KPIs, including advertising. Okay, so a lot of their revenue does come from advertising. Their goal is to develop FUBO TV into a new kind of media company that combines streaming video and interactive sports wagering. There is so much more to come from FUBO TV. So that's a little bit on the financial results for 2020. Just take a note in your diary if you invest in this company or you're looking to invest in this company. The next financial results are on May the 11th, 2021. So put that in your diary. So in terms of news, this is the most recent news. This is actually just a couple of days old. FUBO TV Inc. carries a deal with Marquee Sports Network. Okay, so they've entered into a carriage agreement, okay, to carry the network's program in the Cubs market territory, including all non-nationally televised regular season Chicago Cub games, pre-game and post-game shows, exclusive content, original program, and much more. Okay, so Marquee will be included in the FUBO TV's English language channel package in the Chicago area and surrounding regions, including Indianapolis, South Bend, Des Moines, and Iowa. Okay, so this carriage deal is expected to expand FUBO's sports offerings, which in turn will aid its subscriber growth. Then we need to have a look at also bearish news, so this could be quite rightly negative as well. So this is just news, very, very new. This is just a couple of days old. T-Mobile announced a new partnership with Google, okay, partnering with a search giant on a number of cross promotions while also inking an exclusive discount on YouTube TV for T-Mobile customers. In conjunction with the announcement, T-Mobile also said it would be shutting down its nascent TV production, T-Vision. Neither the new T-Mobile Google partnership nor the T-Mobile shutting down T-Vision is good news for recent marketing darling FUBO TV. So let's finish off with a price action. Let's see where the price we can go in the future with this, and where the price has been. Well, as mentioned earlier on, we had levels at $60. In fact, more than $60. We had to run about $62 back in December 2020. We had a sharp drop just over a week later, and then we had an uptrend hitting these levels around about 52. And then since the beginning of February, really we've been on a complete downtrend all the way down back to these levels. I say back to these levels, actually lower than this support level here. We're actually down to these levels, which is around about $20. Okay, so what we could see, what would happen, and what we'd like to see is probably a double bounce. Okay, so 1, 2 to hit our way up on the upside. If that does happen, it could be quite aggressive uptrend, which would be a good investment. So actually the price target for this one is $60 according to analysts. Whether that happens in the near future, we do not know. I can't imagine it going this far up so soon again. We could have a slow uptrend. But having said that, I think personally, I'll be buying in it this week. I'll be buying in at these prices, though we could be seeing this double bounce coming back to these levels around about $20. I would tend to put 50% of what I'm planning to put into this company here, and then hold on to another 50% of what I want to put in, waiting to see if it actually comes back down below the $20 mark, okay, to average in. But I would like to catch it here where it is, and just in case it does break through these levels, okay, and it hits to the upside before we're expecting it, or before we're predicting it. So guys, that's a little bit on the price and a little bit on the company. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, just hit that like button, guys. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. That really helps my channel grow. Guys, thank you for watching, and let me know in the comments down below. You invested in FUBO? What's your average? I hope there's a lot of people that's not saying $60 as their average. They've bought it right at the peak. If you have bought it right at this peak, there's no better time now than averaging in at these prices to bring down your dollar cost average. So guys, thank you for watching. Speak to you soon, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you now.